For most professional players, greatness is measured by trophies. For Nikola and Kovač, greatness was measured by the one trophy he never won. For more than a decade, Niko was considered one of the most talented players to ever touch Counter-Strike.
Niko, key men here because they've got big armor, and Niko's putting in more damage. Well, what is that? No! 4 kills! You can't do this! There's only one more person to find, down to the 1 versus 1. Is he really going to ace? Niko, there is a reason he's called the best player in the world.
He won MVPs. He won international events. He was a part of super teams. But whenever the biggest tournament of them all arrived, something always went wrong.
Times it to perfection. And Simple sitting. No! Disaster! An absolute disaster!
And after 10 years of heartbreak, many fans begin to wonder if it would ever happen. If Counter-Strike's greatest player to never win a major was simply cursed. Niko's story begins in 2015. Even among professional players, his mechanical skill looked different. His aim was effortless.
Oh my god, Niko gets 3, 4! Oh my lungs, I don't believe it!
His rifling was terrifying.
Oh! That is absolutely disgusting. There have to be laws against that.
His impact was immediate.
Because the end of the year of Niko is crazy. His impact with the rifle, I've never seen that before.
By the time he joined FaZe Clan, many believed he wasn't just one of the best players in the world. Many believed he was the best.
Nice the sight from order, but Niko, 2 shots and 2 kills. Oh, Niko!
And yet, there was one problem. The majors. Counter-Strike's most important tournaments. The events that define careers. The events that create legends. No matter how dominant Niko became, the majors always slipped away. And nowhere was that pain more visible than at the 2018 Boston Majors. In 2018, everything seemed perfectly aligned. FaZe Clan wasn't just a good team. They were a super team before Counter-Strike even had a name for super teams. Guardian, Olafmeister, Rain, karrigan, Niko. Some of the greatest players in the world assembled onto a single roster. When the Boston Major began, FaZe weren't simply contenders, they were favorites. The expectation wasn't that they could win, the expectation was that they should. And for most of the tournament, they looked unstoppable.
Toward the tree, so that arm's not quite in position. I mean, I'm at Rain, falls from above, it's got 3, and he's looking for the 4th as well. Doesn't want to overcommit, knows Oscar still has to walk into the site. He's up to a 5th.
One by one, opponents fell away.
But still on chain, they had a serious
Read from Zeus to hold off as well because he knew CT was covering, so the vent was nest likely, I should say. What a shot from Guardian, words out of my mouth as he nails it through the box. He is tagged up. Smoke on the bomb immediately. He's got the kit. Doesn't like to hold on to it yet. He's got time to play with, and 2 for 2. Smoke will do. It's FaZe to the final, and Guardian is an absolute god.
Eventually, only Cloud9 remained, a North American team that few believed could actually win the championship. But as the grand final unfolded, something strange happened.
Guardian is so red, not expecting it. Skadoodle, there's 1 more to fight. Skadoodle's got nuclear. 4 kills for him.
The pressure shifted. The underdogs kept fighting. The favorites kept stumbling. Map after map, round after round, FaZe began to lose control.
Tarek though, undiscovered. Where's the refrag? Waits patiently. Oh, that is phenomenal. Cloud9 make it work.
Then came Inferno, one of the greatest maps played in Major history. A chaotic overtime battle in front of a deafening Boston crowd.
Point of no return, the bomb is far too thick. They cannot win this, they've got to run away. They have to run away.
Every round felt like it could decide the championship.
Look at the time, there's 7 seconds to got the bomb. They're trying to build pyramids, but there's no more play. Stewie's won the round. We're going to overtime.
How have they done that?
And when it finally ended, it wasn't FaZe lifting the trophy. It was Cloud9.
Oh, it's happened. They made it work. Cloud9
The impossible had happened. The greatest roster ever assembled had fallen at the final hurdle. For Niko, the dream wasn't delayed. It was shattered. 3 years later, Niko found himself back on Counter-Strike's biggest stage, this time with G2. Another opportunity to finally complete his legacy. Standing in his way was Na'Vi, a team led by the greatest player in the world. Simple. The series was close. Every round carried enormous weight. Every mistake felt magnified. Then came the moment that would follow Niko for years. On Nuke, with the championship hanging in the balance, Niko found himself in a position he wins almost every time. A Deagle in his hands, an opponent exposed, a shot he had hit thousands of times before.
Times it to perfection. And Simple sitting down. No! Disaster! An absolute disaster!
He missed. Just one bullet, one fraction of a second, one tiny moment in a career filled with brilliance. G2 would go on to lose the series and thus the major.
Oh no! It's falling apart!
That's gonna be
it's only Niko, there's no time! He just has to watch that clock tick down! This is it! Na'Vi! I've taken the major!
Almost immediately, that clip spread across the internet. Fans replayed it endlessly. Analysts dissected it. Memes appeared overnight. To many people, that missed shot became the symbol of Niko's entire career.
No fucking way!
Not because it was fair. Counter-Strike is decided by hundreds of rounds and thousands of decisions, but because it fit the narrative that everyone already believed. Whenever the major was within reach, something would always go wrong. For years afterward, every major discussion seemed to return to that single moment, the missed Deagle, the shot that never landed, the shot that seemed to prove the curse was real. By 2025, Team Falcons had become one of the most ambitious projects in Counter-Strike history. They had unlimited resources, but high expectations. Star after star joined the roster, but despite the money, and despite the talent, the results never matched the hype. Something was missing. So Team Falcons made another move, and another, eventually bringing together Niko, a proven talent in m0NESY, a rising young star in Kyosuke, and a strong anchor with Tesses. And one of the greatest leaders Counter-Strike has ever seen, karrigan.
Don't worry, Falcons. I'm here to help.
At 36 years old, karrigan wasn't supposed to be the hero. His aim was no longer elite, his stats rarely impressed, yet somehow everywhere he went, teams won. His job wasn't to frag, his job was to make everyone else better. And for the first time in a long time, Niko had a roster that looked capable of ending the curse.
It's been a decade in the making, but today we welcome you back to the Intel Extreme Masters Cologne Major.
The 2026 IEM Cologne Major, the 17th major Niko has competed in. Every series felt like another test. Every map, another chance for history to repeat itself.
He's got the read of the position, and now he's got the kill. Searching for him, looking the wrong direction. Shot to his pass. Niko onto the defuse. Does Hunter go for it? Does he go for it? He's not checking, and Niko's stolen it away.
The pressure grew, and as the playoffs approached, the ghost of every previous failure returned. Boston, Stockholm, years of close calls, years of disappointment, years of hearing the same question: would Niko ever win a major?
The stage is set in the Lanxess Arena. This is a moment in time we will never see again. Let's play Counter-Strike! Assembles his troops towards the B side. Fallen's got backup on the way. Niko gonna be trying to find the flank, and there's Fallen's orb. In 2026, one on the flank, Tesses into the site. They're not ready for Fallen with a goddamn knife! He's taking it, but the bomb goes down anyway! We got a 2-on-2, folks. Does Mirage end here? Yuri and Yakinda are a mile away. It's got to be perfect. Yuri taking his sweet time ticking, time they just simply don't have. barrage. Yuri, the last man standing. No time for this clutch. Too many corners, too many targets. Falcons take map one.
Tuka that moves first, applies pressure to Yuri on E-box. Fallen, primed and ready.
Nails it onto karrigan, but now the space is taken. Will the site fall as well, or can Fallen hold on? Scuttles of smoke getting swung. Oh, hits a flick. But Modesty better, finding Yakinda. Bomb can go down once more. Nothing for Keserato and Molodoi.
Writing's on the wall.
It just looks certain. Falcons 1 kill away. 8 rounds to close it down, and the dream gets closer.
No one deserves a major. You earn it. You do everything in your power to seize it, and we see if you've got the minerals to achieve it.
Then finally, after 10 years, after countless rosters, after heartbreak and criticism, after becoming one of the greatest players in Counter-Strike history without its most important trophy, the moment arrived.
You've won 4 rounds on this T side, all you need is one more. And Niko,
He's removed the head. The head honcho. They've got the advantage. In this moment, in this round, in this cathedral, every headshot is a prayer answered. Molodoi's missed it. Tessers hasn't. A little bit back. Keserato got to Kiyasuke. On the precipice of long-awaited glory. This day is theirs. This day is his.
The curse was broken. Niko was finally a major champion. Not because he was perfect, not because the journey was easy, but because he kept coming back. Again and again and again. Until there was nothing left to prove.
Your Cologne Major champions, it's all theirs. Falcons!
Most players are remembered for what they won. Niko spent 10 years being remembered for what he hadn't. Today, that story is over. The greatest player to never win a major no longer exists. Because Niko finally won one. And with it, Counter-Strike's biggest curse was finally broken.